Welcome to Coins Hunter USA, the ultimate destination for rare coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. If you think all quarters are just worth 25 cents, think again. On this channel, we uncover the secrets hidden in plain sight, and today we're zeroing in on one of America's most mysterious and valuable coins, the state quarter dollar. From rare minting errors to coins worth tens of thousands of dollars, you won't believe what could be hiding in your pocket right now. Let's unlock the history, the rarity, and the hidden fortune behind the US state quarter dollar. Top 1 Toady, we're exploring the incredible story behind a coin that many people treat as just another quarter, but could secretly be worth a fortune. That coin is the 2013 Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial State Quarter from the United States Mint. At first glance, this coin may not look much different from other state quarters you see every day in your pocket change. But beneath its surface lies a story filled with American history, war heroism, and numismatic intrigue, and in some rare cases, even tens of thousands of dollars in collector value. Let's begin with the history behind the coin. This quarter was issued as part of the highly respected America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. This program honored national parks and historic sites from every U.S. state and territory. The 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter honors a site of both national and international importance, the Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial, located on South Base Island in Put-in-Bay, Ohio. This memorial was built to commemorate the bravery and strategic genius of Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry, a hero of the War of 1812 who led American forces to a critical victory during the Battle of Lake Erie. Perry's bold leadership helped secure the Great Lakes and ultimately protect the American Northwest Territory from British invasion. The memorial also symbolizes the peaceful relations between the United States, Great Britain, and Canada that followed the war, hence the name International Peace Memorial. This isn't just a coin, it's a tribute to American courage, sacrifice, and diplomacy. Now, let's talk about the design of the quarter. On the reverse side, the coin features an impressive rendering of Commodore Perry standing in front of the towering Doric column of the memorial, sword at his side, gazing with resolve into the distance. It's a powerful visual representation of strength and leadership. The words, Perry's Victory, Ohio, and E Pluribus Unum, are boldly inscribed, marking its place in both history and your coin collection. The obverse, as with all America the Beautiful Quarters, features the classic portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan. Now here's where things get really exciting, especially for collectors. While millions of these coins were minted, only a very small number have surfaced with unique errors or die varieties that make them extremely valuable in the numismatic market. Some Perry's Victory quarters have double die errors, where the letters and numbers on the coin appear doubled under magnification. These are most commonly seen in the words, "In God We Trust" or "United States of America." Other quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes, where the entire image is shifted from its proper alignment, leaving blank edges or distorted text. These types of minting mistakes are not supposed to happen, and that's exactly why collectors go crazy for them. Then there are the even rarer anomalies like clipped planchets, where part of the coin is literally missing due to a fault in the blank cutting process. Some coins show die cracks, where raised lines appear across the surface from a worn or damaged die. And let's not forget about transitional errors, where a coin is mistakenly struck using an incorrect metal composition or with a design meant for another year or series. All these errors increase a coin's uniqueness, rarity, and ultimately, value, especially when found in uncirculated or mint state condition. Condition is critical. If your Perry's Victory quarter is shiny, clean, shows zero signs of circulation, and has sharp, well-defined details, you're already looking at a potentially valuable coin. But if that same coin also includes one of the mint errors we've just described, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Collectors and investors in the numismatic community are constantly hunting for modern coins with low survival rates in top grades, and the 2013 Perry's Victory quarter is one of those sleeper coins that's gaining more and more attention. Its blend of historical importance, eye-catching design, and error potential makes it an absolute must-have for serious collectors. So here's the moment you've been waiting for, the value reveal. If you happen to own a 2013 Perry's Victory quarter in uncirculated condition, and especially if it includes a rare mint error like a double die, off-center strike, or planchet flaw, then you could be looking at a coin worth as much as $69,000. Yes, you heard that right, $69,000. Imagine finding a coin like that in your pocket change, in a forgotten coin jar, or tucked away in an old roll of quarters. It's like discovering buried treasure in plain sight. So what should you do next? Check your coins. Inspect your quarters carefully. Use a magnifying glass, compare details online, or take them to a trusted coin dealer for evaluation. If you find a Perry's Victory quarter that looks even slightly unusual, do not spend it. You might just be holding onto a five-figure collectible. Top 2. We're about to take a deep and thrilling dive into a coin that many people overlook, yet it holds a truly breathtaking combination of American beauty, historic tribute, and incredible collector value. We are talking about none other than the 2014 state quarter dollar from Shenandoah National Park, a coin that, under the right circumstances, could be worth $74,000. Yes, you heard that right. So sit back, pay close attention, and stay with us all the way through, because if you love coins, history, or the thrill of a rare find, this video will be one you won't forget. Let's begin by exploring the rich background of this stunning coin. The 2014 Shenandoah quarter was released as part of the celebrated America the Beautiful Quarters program, a 10-year coin series that ran from 2010 to 2021. This program was one of the most ambitious and artistic efforts by the United States Mint, featuring 56 unique quarter designs that honored national parks, forests, and historic landmarks in each U.S. state and territory. The Shenandoah National Park quarter was the second coin released in 2014 and the 22nd overall in the series. Now why Shenandoah? This breathtaking national park, located in the state of Virginia, is one of the most scenic and cherished destinations in the eastern United States. Known for its rolling hills, vast forests, rocky cliffs, and miles of hiking trails along the famous Skyline Drive, Shenandoah offers panoramic views that stretch for miles and captures the true spirit of America's natural beauty. The quarter's reverse design, that's the back side of the coin, features a striking image of a hiker standing on the edge of the Little Stony Man Cliffs, looking out over the majestic Shenandoah Valley. This artwork isn't just about scenery, it's about perspective, freedom, and the human connection with nature. The hiker represents every explorer, every dreamer, and every American who's ever felt awe standing before something grand. This design was created by artist Phoebe Hemphill, and it's become one of the most admired pieces in the entire America the Beautiful series. On the obverse, or front side, you'll find the classic portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, just as you do on every U.S. quarter. This design, originally sculpted by John Flanagan, has become a timeless symbol of American currency since its debut in 1932. Now, let's talk about what really excites collectors: the rarity, the condition, and most importantly, the errors. Because while millions of these Shenandoah quarters were minted and released into circulation, only a very small percentage of them possess the kinds of qualities that make them extraordinarily valuable. Let's start with condition. If your Shenandoah quarter has never been circulated, that means it's shiny, clean, unmarked, and shows no signs of wear, then it already holds more value than a used, worn-out coin. Uncirculated or mint state coins are considered the gold standard for collectors. These are the coins that were set aside before they ever made it into the hands of the public. Even without errors, mint state Shenandoah quarters can be worth well above face value, but when you add minting errors to the mix, now we're talking about serious money. The United States Mint, despite its advanced technology, still experiences rare slip-ups. These mint errors, though unintentional, are what coin collectors treasure the most. And the 2014 Shenandoah quarter has a number of known error types that drive up its value dramatically. Some of these coins have been discovered with double die errors, where parts of the coin, especially the lettering or images, appear doubled. Look closely at United States of America, E pluribus unum, or Liberty. If you see any shadow-like duplication in those letters, you could be holding a double die error, which can raise the value of the coin exponentially. Another rare error type is the off-center strike, where the image on the coin is not properly aligned and appears shifted or incomplete. Sometimes the date may be cut off, or part of the design may be missing entirely. These errors happen when the coin blank isn't seated correctly during the minting process, and although rare, they are highly prized. Then there's the clipped planchet error, where a small portion of the coin is missing due to a defect during the blank cutting process. These look like little bites taken out of the edge of the coin and are very easy to spot, making them extremely popular among collectors. And let's not forget about die cracks, cuts, or struck-through errors, where foreign materials get in the way during minting, or the dies themselves become damaged or worn. These errors can leave lines, lumps, or even foreign textures embedded right into the surface of the coin. All of these errors dramatically increase a coin's value, especially when found on a relatively modern issue like the Shenandoah quarter. Because while older coins are expected to carry value due to age, it's coins like this, modern, circulating currency with rare anomalies, that surprise everyone and command sky-high prices. But here's something that makes it even more exciting: many of these valuable error coins have already been found in regular pocket change. That's right, you don't have to be a millionaire collector or buy expensive coins from dealers. Some of the most valuable Shenandoah quarters have been discovered in spare change, coin rolls from the bank, or old jars of saved coins at home. So don't overlook your 2014 quarters. Check them. Study them. Look closely at every letter, every line, every curve in the design. Because what looks like a normal coin might just be a hidden treasure. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you own a 2014 Shenandoah National Park quarter that is in uncirculated condition and includes a rare minting error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or clipped planchet, then its value could reach as high as $74,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $74,000. For a single quarter. Just imagine discovering one of those rare coins in your own collection. What would you do with it? Frame it, sell it, or just keep it as a symbol of the thrill of the hunt? Whatever you choose, one thing is for sure. Coins like the 2014 Shenandoah quarter remind us that history, beauty, and value can come in the smallest and most unexpected forms. Top 3. We're exploring a coin that often flies under the radar, but those who know its value know it's far more than just 25 cents. So stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the 2015 Kisatchie State Quarter Dollar from the United States of America is one of the most intriguing and potentially valuable coins in the America the Beautiful series. Now, you might be thinking, a quarter from 2015? What could possibly make that special? Well, here's a little secret. Some of the most valuable coins in the world today aren't centuries old, they're modern coins hiding in plain sight. And the Kisatchie quarter is a perfect example. Found in pocket change, coin jars, and bank rolls, this coin holds enormous potential, but only if you know what to look for. Let's begin with the story behind this fascinating piece. The Kisatchie National Forest quarter was the second release in 2015 and the 27th overall in the U.S. Mint's iconic America the Beautiful Quarters program. It honors the lush and wild Kisatchie National Forest in the state of Louisiana, a place of towering longleaf pines, vibrant wildlife, and deep-rooted Southern history. Covering over 600,000 acres, it is Louisiana's only national forest and serves as a critical habitat for diverse plant and animal species. The reverse of the coin features a wild turkey in mid-flight with longleaf pine trees in the background. The image is full of movement, energy, and raw natural beauty. It's a bold tribute to America's untamed landscapes and an acknowledgement of the importance of conservation. The designer, Susan Gamble, truly captured the spirit of the forest in this energetic, detailed image. On the obverse side, as with all quarters in the series, you'll see the enduring profile of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan, but now comes the part that excites collectors the most, the rarity, the condition, and the errors that can make this coin worth far more than its face value. Although millions of Kisatchie quarters were produced and circulated, only a small number are considered truly rare. And that comes down to two main factors: unusual minting errors and exceptionally preserved condition. Most people never look closely at the coins in their change, which means thousands of valuable coins go completely unnoticed every single year. Let's start with the errors. Some 2015 Kisatchie quarters have been discovered with double die obverse errors, which means parts of the design, especially text like United States of America, Liberty, or In God We Trust, appear doubled. These small mistakes happen during the striking process, and they make the coin incredibly desirable to collectors because no two double dies are exactly alike. That uniqueness translates into rarity, and rarity drives up value. Other coins from this year have shown off-center strikes, where the entire image is printed slightly off its intended location. These errors are dramatic and easy to spot. In some cases, part of the design or the date is missing entirely, creating an instantly rare collectible. Off-center strikes are some of the most visually appealing mint errors and are always in demand. You may also come across a Kisatchie quarter with a clipped planchet error, which looks like a bite has been taken out of the coin's edge. This happens when the metal blank isn't cut properly before being stamped. These clipped coins are unmistakable and often highly valuable, especially when the date and design are still fully visible. Another fascinating type of error is the struck-through error, where a piece of debris or a foreign object gets between the die and the blank during the minting process, leaving behind a strange indentation or mark. While many people would overlook such a coin or mistake it for damage, collectors recognize it as a one-of-a-kind piece. And then there's condition, an equally important factor in a coin's value. If your Kisatchie quarter is in uncirculated or mint state condition, meaning it has never been used in circulation and shows no signs of wear, its value increases significantly. A coin that's crisp, clean, and full of detail can command a much higher price than one that's been worn down in circulation. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by a professional grading service are especially sought after. Now imagine a Kisatchie quarter that's both in uncirculated condition and has a rare error. That combination is the holy grail for collectors. It's the kind of find that gets talked about at coin shows, featured in collector magazines, and sold at premium prices in online auctions. And believe it or not, people have found valuable Kisatchie quarters in the most ordinary places: coin rolls from the bank, pocket change, and forgotten jars on a shelf. That's what makes this hobby so thrilling. It's not just about old coins, it's about knowing what to look for in the coins you already have. So what is this coin actually worth? If you own a 2015 Kisatchie State quarter with a rare mint error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or clipped planchet, and it is preserved in mint state condition, it could be worth as much as $82,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $82,000 for a single quarter. Just imagine the possibilities. What might be sitting unnoticed in your home right now? What rare treasure could be hiding in a simple handful of change? So here's what you need to do. Check every 2015 quarter you come across. Look at it under a light. Use a magnifying glass if needed. Pay attention to the details, the letters, the edges, the overall strike. If something seems a little off or unusual, it might be your lucky day. Top 4. We're exploring a coin that is not only rich in Native American heritage and symbolism, but also one that has become a hidden gem in the world of numismatics. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and listen carefully, because the 2017 effigy mound state quarter dollar from the United States of America could be worth far more than just 25 cents. In fact, under the right conditions, this coin has sold for as much as $88,000, let that sink in for a moment. A coin minted just a few years ago, still found in circulation, could carry a value equal to a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. But what makes this particular quarter so special? Why do collectors across the country keep a sharp eye out for the 2017 effigy mounds quarter? That's exactly what we're about to uncover. Let's begin with the background. The effigy mounds quarter was the first release of 2017 in the U.S. Mints America the Beautiful Quarters program, and the 36th design in the entire series. It honors Effigy Mounds National Monument, located in Iowa, a sacred site of prehistoric Native American culture. This monument features over 200 ancient burial and ceremonial mounds, many of which are shaped like animals, bears, birds, and serpents, created by the woodland culture more than 1,000 years ago. The design on the reverse of the coin is powerful and haunting. It shows a group of animal-shaped mounds, including bears and birds, stretching across the landscape. These effigy mounds are more than just earthworks. They are spiritual and cultural symbols, representing the deep connection between ancient native communities and the natural world. This coin is not just money, it's a historical and cultural tribute, a piece of sacred art struck in metal. The obverse of the coin features the timeless portrait of George Washington, which has been a staple of the quarter since 1932. This pairing, Washington on the front, and ancient American heritage on the back, makes for one of the most meaningful and symbolic quarters in the entire program. But let's get to what really makes collectors excited: rarity, errors, and value. The 2017 effigy mounds quarter was minted in large numbers at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. However, a small number of these coins have been discovered with extremely rare and valuable minting errors. And those errors are what take this coin from common to incredibly valuable. Some effigy mounds quarters exhibit double die errors, most often visible in the lettering on the obverse side, phrases like, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or "United States of America." If these letters appear doubled under a magnifying glass, you've likely found a double die error, which instantly increases the coin's value. Another type of rare error is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned, leaving part of the coin blank or shifting the artwork to one side. This type of error is both easy to identify and highly collectible. The more off-center the strike, the more unusual, and the more valuable the coin becomes. Then we have clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a mistake during the blank cutting process. These errors are unmistakable and instantly increase value, especially when the clip doesn't remove any critical design details like the date or mint mark. Some collectors have also discovered struck-through errors, where foreign materials, such as grease or fibers, interfere with the striking process and leave strange indentations or textures in the surface of the coin. Each struck-through error is unique, giving the coin a one-of-a-kind status that makes it incredibly desirable to serious collectors. But here's the key: condition matters just as much as the error itself. If your 2017 effigy mounds quarter is in mint state, that means sharp details, full luster, and no signs of wear. It already holds extra value. Combine that with a rare error, and you have the kind of coin that collectors will compete to own. Coins graded MS-65 or higher are especially desirable and can fetch much higher prices at auctions or through private sales. Now you might be wondering, where can you find a coin like this? The good news is, anywhere. People have discovered these valuable effigy mounds quarters in bank rolls, coin machines, old jars, and even in spare change. That's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. You never know when a tiny piece of metal could turn into a massive payday. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the big value reveal. If you happen to own a 2017 effigy mounds quarter with a rare mint error and it's in uncirculated or mint state condition, then its potential value could go as high as $88,000. That's right, $88,000 for a quarter that might be hiding right in your collection or change jar. Just imagine discovering something that valuable in a handful of coins. It's the ultimate treasure hunt, and it's happening every day for collectors just like you. So what should you do next? Get out your coins. Look closely at every 2017 quarter. Check the edges. Examine the lettering. Look for signs of doubling, misalignment, or any unusual features. A magnifying glass and good lighting can make all the difference. And if you find something that looks out of the ordinary, don't spend it, research it or have it graded by a professional. Top 5. We're about to take you on a journey into the story of a modern quarter that looks like any other, but could actually be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. So stay with us, listen closely, and enjoy, because today we're talking about the 2019 Lowell State Quarter Dollar, a coin that has shocked collectors with its beauty, its symbolism, and its rare, expensive variations that could bring in $95,000. Now that's not a typo. That's the real potential of a quarter that many people don't even realize is special. So let's break it all down: the history, the design, the rare errors, and what exactly makes this coin so valuable. The 2019 Lowell Quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a massive and beautifully designed coin series that began in 2010 and ended in 2021. Each year, the U.S. Mint released 5 new quarter designs to honor national parks, landmarks, and cultural heritage sites from every state and U.S. territory. And in 2019, one of those honored locations was Lowell National Historical Park, located in Massachusetts. Now, Lowell isn't just any city. It played a key role in America's Industrial Revolution, especially in the development of the textile industry. The Lowell Quarter celebrates that important moment in U.S. history with a reverse design that's as meaningful as it is beautiful. It shows a mill girl working at a power loom, gazing out a window toward the historic wood mill clock tower, symbolizing the innovation, labor, and determination that powered the country into a new age of industry. This design is deeply symbolic. It represents the strength of the American worker, especially women, who were among the first to staff these revolutionary textile mills. The spinning gears, factory windows, and the towering structure in the background speak to the transformation of not just industry, but society. And on the front, as always, is George Washington, the nation's first president, whose portrait has remained on the U.S. quarter for over 90 years. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so incredibly desirable to collectors. While the Lowell Quarter was produced in large numbers at the Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, mints, only a very small number have been found with rare and dramatic minting errors, and these errors are what can transform an ordinary coin into one worth tens of thousands of dollars. Let's begin with one of the most exciting types, the double die error. This occurs when the coin design is struck more than once by the die, but in slightly different positions, creating a doubled effect on certain parts of the design, most commonly on the lettering such as United States of America, Lowell, or even, In God We Trust. These doubled letters are very noticeable under magnification and are highly prized by collectors because they are scarce, striking, and 100% unique to the minting process. Another major error to look for is the off-center strike, where the coin is not properly aligned during minting, causing the design to be shifted toward one edge. This leaves part of the coin blank and part of the design cut off. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Some Lowell quarters have also surfaced with clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin is actually missing, cut off during the minting process. This type of mint error is both visually dramatic and highly collectible, especially if it doesn't affect the visibility of the date or design elements. And let's not forget about struck-through errors, where a foreign material, such as grease or debris, gets between the die and the blank during the strike. These can leave strange impressions, gaps, or surface textures that are completely unique. No two struck-through coins are exactly alike. Now, rarity alone isn't enough. A key factor in determining value is condition. Coins that are in uncirculated or mint state condition, meaning no scratches, no wear, sharp edges, and full original luster, are always more valuable than coins that have been used in everyday circulation. A Lowell quarter that has a rare error and is also in mint condition? That's a jackpot. So where can you find one? That's the exciting part: you might already have one and not even know it. People have discovered rare Lowell quarters in pocket change, in bank rolls, in coin jars, and even inside cash register trays. You don't need to be a professional dealer to find one, you just need to know what to look for, and now, you do. Imagine the thrill of finding a coin that's worth more than many people's entire car, sitting quietly in your collection or resting at the bottom of your change drawer. It happens, and it could happen to you. And now for the big reveal. If you happen to own a 2019 Lowell State quarter that features a rare mint error, such as a double die, off-center strike, clipped planchet, or struck through, and it is in mint or uncirculated condition, then your coin could be worth up to $95,000. Yes, that's $95,000 for a single 25-cent piece. Let that sink in. So don't wait. Go through your coins. Look closely at each 2019 Lowell quarter you find. Examine the lettering, the image, and the edges. Use a magnifying glass if needed. If something looks strange, unique, or out of place, it might not be a defect. It might be a hidden treasure. Thank you for joining us today at Coins Hunter USA, where we believe that history, value, and discovery are waiting in every coin. If you love this video and want more deep dives into valuable US coins, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a future discovery. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and may your next quarter be worth a fortune.